end of the
Is this, can you hear me? I think I'm muted.
Nope, you're good to go.
Okay.
like that end of the third quarter, beginning stretch of the fourth, when they went on that run, what was the biggest change during that stretch?
We didn't get very many good shots. We turned it over a couple times. We took some just average shots. I mean, their runouts off our turnovers during that stretch, opened up a gap. And we went, I don't know, 4 minutes without scoring at the start of the fourth, I think, or close to it. And it's hard. I mean, you're digging yourself a hole and try to get back, and we kept fighting. And, it's a fairly even game as far as a lot of stuff. We need to be better. We need to make some of the layups we missed. We need to not turn it over. That had playoff kind of atmosphere to it, and a lot of stuff, there's a lot of physicality there, and gonna have to play through it.
Those last two possessions, Elena driving, and then the Tosh three. Is that what you drew up for that?
Well, we drew up the one for Elena. I thought she should be going to the free throw line. Obviously, I don't get to make that decision as much as I'd like to. And then on the one, we knew they would probably take Elena away. We were hoping to get either Ariel or Tosh, one of them, or if Elena did catch it, that they would overhelp. And we had 3-point shooters all around the perimeter. We got a great wide open look and didn't go in. Well, I hope that we take that you got to value every possession. In a game like this, you can't have 16 turnovers in a playoff game. And they probably saying the same thing in their locker room. But, I think that, we actually scored more points than they did off turnovers, but those are possessions you just don't get back. It's a quality look you want to get, and, can't do that. You can't miss layups. It comes down to little things.
Defensively, the block shots jumped off the pitch, but how do you evaluate the defense?
I thought for the most part, it was pretty good. We made a couple decisions that were not good a couple times. Sue got a wide open three on a baseline out of bounds play in the middle of the second half that we kind of messed up. Didn't come up with the ball a couple times on the boards. That they picked the ball up and scored, but it comes down to can you come up with the basketball on a rebound? Can you come up with the loose ball when you need to get it and be strong about it? But the defense, I thought overall, we held a good offensive team to 42%. We shot about the same. I don't know. I go back and watch the film. It just feels like, it was an opportunity for either team to win it at the end, and they were better than us for, a handful of possessions better than we were.
Any small adjustments you're going to make before
I don't know. I don't know until I watch the film. We'll see.
Coach, sticking with the defense, it looked like you guys were switching a little bit on us doing the pick and roll. Was that intentional or just not the way that the game was going?
Intentional at times, yeah. You can't let her just pop back and be wide open. So.
Would you say this was a game that you had? Which stuck out in that first half? It seemed like it was a kind of slow, rounded out game.
Both teams were locked in defensively. Took stuff away. You're talking about the top 2 rated defensive teams in the league playing each other, and it looked like it in the first half. It was hard to score, and it wasn't that much easier in the second half, but some people on both teams made some tough shots. I don't know that the second half was played all that differently than the first half, other than the ball went in a few more times on tough shots. Jewel Lloyd made some tough contested shots with a hand in her face. Those are tough shots. And if you're going to try to win a championship, the players have to make those.
And second, that fourth quarter to start the 13-0 run.
the team didn't quit. Did you feel like kind of to get back in that game kind of expelled a lot of energy?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, yeah, we did, but that's, it's what you got to do. I mean, we'll see how people come back on both teams tomorrow. No predicting on that one.
Do you have any message for the team in the locker room?
Watch film at 12:30. Get back on the horse and let's go. Can't sit here and cry about it. Doesn't do us any good.
Do you decompress from this one at all between now and tomorrow? Or are you watching film straight until 12:30 tomorrow?
Hell, I'm not going to ever watch film straight from there. I can watch the game one time and take notes and then go back and watch a few clips on some specific things. No, I'm not. It's not obsessive because it doesn't do you any good anyway. It doesn't help your team by being that way too. They need to stay in our routine and do what we do. And, it's a hard fought game against a good team that you lost in a close game. So maybe tomorrow's our turn.
I coach, think that's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well,
From your perspective, they had that run and to close the third and start the fourth. What was the biggest difference during that stretch?
A lot was like careless turnovers and not taking care of the ball. Like they're too long and too good to have careless moments like that. So just frustrating to see, that we allowed them to go on that big a run, and then great to see that we were able to come back and give ourselves a chance at it. But especially, teams like that, playoff basketball, you can't afford to do that and win games.
As a leader, you say anything in the locker room post game after a frustrating loss like this, or is it just like, hey, we got them in 24 hours, let's go?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much that. Like, we can't have careless moments like that, and we've got to be better. But then it's also a really quick turnaround. So take care of your bodies. Look at this game, and like, you can be frustrated and learn from it. But tomorrow, come back and do everything we possibly can to get a win.
You guys, as a team, had a lot of block shots. Elena, you individually as well. Were you guys feeling pretty locked in defensively, or what do you think contributed to the little block party you had going on there?
Yeah, I think we're a team that generally does get, blocks, whether it's in help side or with one-on-one coverage. So we knew they've got great bigs. Obviously, you got to pay a lot of attention to them, but also stay down on their fakes. And I feel like we paid attention to the scouting report.
How does having Tina Charles kind of change the way that you have to approach them defensively?
It just adds another weapon to them, to an already really great team. So yeah, she makes them a lot better and gives them just another tool to attack with.
Last thing for me, just that Seattle zone. I know you guys have seen zone, throughout the season, but how does that kind of change how you think about things offensively when you're facing a zone like Seattle's?
I didn't feel like we faced it tonight.
Yeah.
They didn't use it on us. I expected them to use it on us a lot more. But they kind of went more man. Tomorrow we might see more, especially on a back-to-back, and they have a very long zone that takes up a lot of space. So you try to attack it a little bit like a man-to-man, because a lot of their zone is a matchup look.
Elena, obviously a tough matchup for you individually and team-wise. Was that a game that you enjoyed playing in, being in the tough and getting ready?
Yeah, these are like the best games. Obviously, when you lose, they're not as fun, but they're just fun playoff atmosphere type of games. Our crowd was so in it. They kept us in it when we needed them. So yeah, these are the games you play for and live for. Unfortunately, the outcome isn't what we like to see, but these are great preparation games.
I'm learning here. A game like this, what does it teach you about what's going to be required in the playoffs? Okay.
Just that every possession is valuable. For me, I just got to continue to communicate and just try to be as much as an anchor as I can on the defensive end, and just, making the things that I can, layups and free throws for me is just what I'm looking for moving forward.
And what do you take positively from this game?
You said personally? I mean, I think I came out second half with, a little bit better poise. I'm just finishing around the rim and just communicating better and being where I'm supposed to be with the screens on the defensive end. And yeah.
Sure, you also had a double tonight. Just what worked out there so well for you, especially in that first half, all over the place. Speak on that.
Yeah, just trying to be active. With Tina, she is a strong body, but she can also, play out of the post. So just being active, getting rebounding position was big. I feel like a couple of them I could have grabbed stronger, just with their length coming back to, double team the rebound. But just, going after them as soon as they hit the rim because they're just long shots was how I was trying to get them rebounds.
Granted, I know you led 22. Just want to speak about good blocks.
Mhm.
Really aggressive on the defensive end. Speak on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was most locked into defense today. When you got to come in and know you got Stewie one-on-one, it's a tough coverage. So it was important for me to really lock in defensively, do my best there, and then, offensively, just kind of continue to attack and then try to find my teammates when they started bringing, the doubles.
And then I know a quick turnaround. You know how much you put in the work into your body.
Mhm.
What would that look like for tonight and going into tomorrow's game?
I'll be here for a few hours after this game, getting needle, getting treatment. And then I usually come 4 hours before tip, but I'll probably come a little earlier than that tomorrow.
One quickly for me, just what was the environment like for you? You played big college games, but this is probably the biggest environment like this, with as much on the line for your rookie year. So I'm just curious, what was that feel like out there for you?
It felt great. I didn't really pay attention too much to anything offside the court because, like you said, I've played in pretty big crowds. But I think the fans, they get us going the fourth quarter. So that was just something that was a unique moment. Never really felt that before. So yeah.
All right, we'll go to Christos on Zoom.
Hello, ladies. Hope you're doing well. Elena, question for you. What was the biggest difference between the first 5 minutes of fourth quarter and the last 5 minutes of fourth quarter?
Taking care of the ball and giving ourselves a chance at scoring a basket. And then that allows us, even if we take a good shot and miss, we're able to get back on defense and get set. But those first few minutes were tough because it puts them in transition and gives them some looks that, they're going to knock down.
Those the last 5 minutes of the game, it was a step that you as a team never give up the game and always fight for the win.
Yeah, I mean, that's Mystics basketball. We don't quit. And we're a gritty team. We know that with the people on our team, until the clock runs out, we always have a shot at it. So I think that's just kind of what this group is about.
And Shakira, one question for you. Play in your rookie season, having such a productive season and having another double on your this season. How you see your progress so far in the team, in this league overall?
What's your progress so far?
Oh, my progress? I don't understand. I mean, I think I'm just trying to, continue to learn throughout the season. Just trying to be consistent, knowing that, the style of play is going to continue to amp up with the time of the season, and just wanting to be, consistent, like I said, for the team, and just continuing to improve in every role that I'm given right now. So.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's it. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.